Hi, I am Ashley Pfeiffer. I am the maker behind Stamped AF. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba. If you live in Canada and do not yet have a demonstrator, please feel free to contact me. I would be happy to fill that role for you. You can find everything you need at stampedaf.ca, and there you can take in a blog post, you can check my local events, you can grab my social feeds, so Facebook Live, Instagram, Pinterest is Stamped AF CA, and YouTube, where I drop a new video each week. So if you, like me, like to craft as therapy, then come along for the ride and let's get our Serene Garden bundle this week. And this is not a bundle that I had on my wish list. It's actually not my bundle. My upline offered to let me have a play with it, so I figured I would share that play with you. So here are the stamps, and you'll notice there's no sentiments in here, which is kind of a bummer, but it means that you can use whatever sentiments you'd like that you already have. So there are some great stamps in here, and I will show you more with the card that we are going to do. And here are the coordinating thinlits. I think everything in there except the leaves in the corner have a matching thinlit, so love that. And you do save 10% when you purchase the bundle, so I would highly recommend that. Whenever the bundle is available, I would recommend that you get that. So I'm going to show you some of the samples that my upline created for our catalog launch party. We had that on Thursday, June 7th, and I am hoping to be able to show you some pictures of that soon. We did have someone taking pictures, but we haven't received those yet, so hopefully soon. But here are some of the samples. So you can see with this set of the thinlits that there is an embossing thinlit and the rest cut out. So on this one, Diana has used the embossing thinlit as well as these leaves so that it cuts those ones out. So super cute. And the sentiment is from Itty Bitty Greetings, and if you don't already have that on your wish list, you really must add it. It wasn't one that I was going to add, but it is fantastic. Just grabbing my catalog here, it gives you every possible sentiment I think that you could need. So just gonna show you page 46. One more page, and you can see this means that it is on my list. So there is Halloween, Easter, baby, Mother's Day, anniversary, a little hello, and that's the one that she used here, and just so many great sentiments. So I would seriously suggest adding that to your list if you haven't already. Okay, so there's the first sample. Here is another one, and again, she's used Itty Bitty Greetings, and she's popped these flowers up and just added some little stem in there. Super cute. This one is stunning. She's used the silver metallic foil paper and Blackberry Bliss with silver embossing powder, and it is just incredible. This one is a fun one. So she's done some layered stamping, and then if you can see this, the butterfly actually looks like a little puffy sticker. It's adorable. And then this, I think, is my favorite one that she did. It's got the layered leaves embossing folder, and then some of the leaves, I can't remember what the punch is called, but it coordinates with the Painted Harvest bundle. And then another sentiment from Itty Bitty Greetings and some of the linen thread, and I just love it. A little bit of ink blending on the ends, or the edges, sorry, and wow. Okay, so here is one that I did, and when you see this video, this will be posted on the TGIF challenge for this week. It was doodling, so like Diana, I added in the little stamen on here, and I've popped up these two flowers. I've used my tailored tag punch with one of the sentiments from the Lots of Happy kit, and then just colored some of the perfect little pearls with my blends. And this was all colored with blends. You can see that I've added the light pool party as an accent around everything. It is all on glimmer paper, and then it is on What color is this? I want to say it's Pool Party, but it looks a little dark. But it must be Pool Party. So I love that it's both bright and subtle at the same time. And I just added a bit of that polka dot tulle in behind there. So you'll see this one online. And then the one that we are going to make for this video, we're going to use different colors, but this one is just so much fun. And I think when we do this tonight, I popped the whole thing up on dimensionals, but I think I'm going to add dimensionals between these two layers just to pop it up a little bit more. So let's get our craft on. Okay, so we have an A2 top folding card, so it's 4 1/4 by 11, and we'll set that aside. This is Coastal Cabana. I have a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock, and we are going to get out, I was thinking Stamparatus. Let's try that. I could use a larger block, but I think that'll be, if you don't already have a Stamparatus, it'll be great for you to see it in action, so let's do that. And if you order a Stamparatus with me in June, if you're catching this video semi-close to when it's live, then in June 2018, if you order a Stamparatus, you will get a free craft silicone sheet from me as my little thank you gift. So don't hesitate. Order today if you live in Canada. This is the chamois if you haven't already seen it in action, and I have a special on that as well in June. If you purchase a chamois from me, you will get a clear case and this lovely printable in there so that you can store it with your stamps and not just have this dirty chamois sitting around. So there's another special. Now, it's okay that that is cut off because I've actually prepared another bird here already that we're going to use. I'm just going to show you a couple of coloring techniques on there. So I won't be using that one anyways. And then our last little bit, we need the middle flower. So this one here, so we'll just stamp the whole thing, but it doesn't really matter if it goes off onto our grid paper. And that is all the stamping we are going to do with that set. Out of the way for a little bit. So now we can line this up. We'll take a pencil and just mark where we need to cut this off. And then we'll get to coloring. So I just used my light smoky slate and colored in all of the leaves. You can color this however you please. If you don't, oops, if you don't want to use blends, then you can use Stampin' Up markers. going a little sloppy here. Just so that this video doesn't take forever. This is all for your best interest. There we go. I'll definitely need to use the color lifter. My hand got away from me there. I tend to use only the bullet tip when I'm using a color lifter, but I'm gonna give this a try. I find the bullet tip gives me much more precision and control. It is very squeaky. And it will likely take a few passes to get that removed. Just go over all of your gray spots just to blend that a little bit. It's a lovely sound, isn't it? Okay, now for this one, we are not going to use the yellows. We are going to use our Bermuda Bay. Now with this one, we don't have to be careful at all because we're cutting that out. So I'm just going to go over that. Obviously, I can't do that on these ones, but take your bullet tip, just kind of go where the center is, at where you think it would be darker. Okay, we're just going to go over this one so that when it's popped up on dimensionals, if you happen to see it from the side, it's not just white under there. Whoops. It's a lot of pressure coloring for the video, you know. I can tell you when I was doing this earlier, I was not quite as nervous or sloppy. Sorry if my head's getting in the shot here. Okay, that is that. We can use our color lifter again if need be. Right there. I actually just put some of my Memento black tuxedo, Memento tuxedo black ink refill in an aqua painter with a little bit of aqua. And then I'm just going to splatter it. So you can, what I would recommend is getting a block, squeezing a tiny bit out, and then just splatter. And the harder you push, the more splatter you're gonna get. And you can just experiment until you get the look that you're happy with. You could also do just straight re-inker, but I'm kind of liking this. I like that I have a dedicated container. I don't have to put ink on my block and do it every time. If you wanted a bigger splotch, then you can just put your brush down. Ooh, that made a mess. The only thing you want to be cautious of is that you don't overdo it. So that's enough. I have ink everywhere. And now we can take the last piece of, oh, I already got it. And then I kind of just did it where it's going around here. I can see this dimensional. And then just pop him up here. I don't think you want him touching this because there's so much blue already, but there we go. Not a traditional color combination, but I think it works. And then there's that one. So I thank you for stopping by, and if you haven't already, hit that big subscribe button below and the notification bell and be notified every time I have a new video. Thanks for stopping by, friends. Bye.